Welcome to Global Political Insight. In today's video, we'll be focusing on one of the most critical strategic choke points in the world, the South China Sea. Join me as we explore the geopolitical tensions, territorial disputes, and implications of this vital maritime region. Let's dive in. The South China Sea, spanning over 3.5 million square kilometers, is a strategically significant body of water located between Southeast Asia and East Asia. It is bordered by several countries, including China, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei. The South China Sea is a hotbed of territorial disputes, primarily centered around the Spratly Islands, Paracel Islands, and Scarborough Shoal. Multiple nations claim ownership over these islands and reefs, leading to overlapping claims and heightened tensions. Why is the South China Sea so crucial? Well, it serves as a vital international shipping route, with trillions of dollars worth of goods passing through its waters each year. It also holds abundant fishing grounds and potentially rich energy reserves, including oil and natural gas. The primary player in the South China Sea dispute is China, which asserts historical claims over almost the entire region through its controversial Nine-Dash Line. This demarcation extends far beyond its recognized maritime boundaries and overlaps with the exclusive economic zones, EEZ, and territorial waters of neighboring countries. Other nations involved in the territorial disputes include Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, and Brunei. Each of these countries has its own territorial claims within the South China Sea. Vietnam asserts sovereignty over the Paracel Islands and the Spratly Islands, which are strategically important due to their proximity to Vietnam's coastline and potential energy resources. The Philippines also lays claim to parts of the Spratly Islands, particularly the Calayan Island group. Malaysia asserts its rights over some of the Spratly Islands, whereas Brunei claims sovereignty over the Luisa Reef. It's important to note that Taiwan, which is not recognized as a separate nation by China, also claims sovereignty over the entirety of the South China Sea based on historical factors similar to those invoked by China. The overlapping claims and disputes among these nations have led to increasing tensions and raised concerns about regional stability. The competing interests in the South China Sea revolve around access to vital maritime trade routes, potential energy reserves, rich fishing grounds, and strategic control over the region. As the world's second-largest economy, China's assertiveness in asserting control over the South China Sea can be seen as an attempt to secure its economic and strategic interests. The other claimant countries, on the other hand, seek to protect their sovereignty, assert their maritime rights, and secure access to valuable resources in the disputed areas. Moreover, countries like the United States and Japan have a vested interest in maintaining the freedom of navigation and upholding international law in the region. The territorial disputes in the South China Sea have led to heightened geopolitical tensions. There have been incidents of naval standoffs, clashes between fishing vessels, and confrontations between coast guards. The construction of military installations on the disputed islands has further escalated the situation. The South China Sea disputes have far-reaching implications for regional stability and global politics. They impact freedom of navigation, regional trade, and the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region. As a response, countries like the United States and Japan have increased their presence in the area, conducting freedom of navigation operations to uphold international law. Efforts to address the South China Sea disputes have included diplomatic negotiations and legal arbitration. The Permanent Court of Arbitration ruled in 2016 that China's claims based on the Nine-Dash Line were invalid, but China has refused to accept the ruling. Finding a resolution to the South China Sea disputes is complex and challenging. It requires diplomatic negotiations, adherence to international law, and a commitment to peaceful means of settlement. Collaborative efforts, such as the Code of Conduct framework, have been established to foster dialogue and mitigate tensions. The South China Sea remains a contentious and highly significant region in global politics. As the competing claims persist, it is essential for all parties involved to seek peaceful resolutions, uphold international law, and ensure the freedom of navigation in this critical choke point. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey into the South China Sea. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our future videos. Until next time, this is Global Political Insight, signing off.